Jones Show, which appeared on YouTube. The Aajonus, the first thing that they talked about on the Alex Jones Show was the fact that you're on your PhD credentials. They basically were saying that your PhD credentials are false. Can you comment on that?
Love to. I've been waiting this a long time. However, I really don't like to comment on hysterical news blurbs like that have no basis in reality. And Mike Adams, I like him. I like most of his work. But this was shocking to me, that personal attack. And we'll get into more as you ask me more, I'm sure when you ask me more, we'll get into maybe why he did that. But the credentials, first of all, the two that they showed there as a comparison, they said the crests were the same and everything. One was a large silver crest and mine was in gold and it was smaller. Mine had jagged edges, this is rounded. The print was, the type was similar, like he said, but the one said academic achievement. Mine didn't say academic achievement. And also take a look at this. I've got two $100 bills. Which one's counterfeit?
They both look real to me.
Okay. That's a good counterfeit. But the ones that they showed was not a good counterfeit. Didn't match mine at all. Mine looked very, very professional. Also on my PhD, as you see right here, it says, having demonstrated ability by original research, magna cum laude, with great distinction in nutrition. It doesn't say about anything about academic achievement. It says original work. I invented a primal diet, a diet that reverses 95% of all diseases. Most of the time when it's advanced, it's with my help that I'm giving personal recommendations. However, from my books, I've got 2 books and 2 DVDs. Here's one. I don't seem to have my big copy, of my big book, but here's one book, Recipe for Living Without Disease. Here's a DVD on how to make those recipes quickly. And then here's a workshop that I did, 5.5-hour DVD set of a workshop that I did at UCLA to teach people how to do this diet. So that is what I received that credential for. My work, my original work, not some academic achievement. I didn't sit in a classroom, no. I went into a laboratory, I worked with people. I was in the trenches, I just didn't get information. So my credential doesn't matter that I have that credential. I just liked it. They called me and said, read your books, loved them. We'd like to have you as an alumni to raise the standard of our university in London, in the city of London. So I said, sure, I like that. You help me, I help you. But does that credential really help me? I published, my book was published, I didn't publish it. I was going to, but then a publisher published it. In 1997, my book was published. First book was published on this subject. I'd gone all over the world lecturing, everywhere, helping people, doing quite well without a PhD until 2005. And when 2005 came around and they gave me that PhD, honorary PhD, it didn't change anything. But it certainly is not. It's just an ornament. And Alex Jones says Mike Adams says in the show, oh, this guy, goes and seeks employment to get a job with this false PhD. And he's got all this nonsense that doesn't relate to me at all. I don't go looking for work. How can I go looking for work as a nutritionist? I am self-nutritionist. I created this diet. Nobody can teach me. Nobody can hire me. I can hire other people to help me. So the whole accusations have no base in reality. There is no research that he did. He didn't go to Richmond's University in London. to see if that university exists. He didn't go. What he did was he called Richmond University, which is not in London. It's out about 40 miles away. They're not the same university. So, as far as I know, that university is no longer existent. They didn't get enough of people like me, I guess, to hold them up to whatever stature they wanted. But it doesn't mean at all that my information is false, that my life, my work is false. Like he wants to, like he's insinuating. And it's a terrible insinuation. It's a character bashing that has no heart and no conscience and no truth, which is a real shame.
Wow, wow. Well, thank you. Now, what do you have to say about the